What is porn addiction? You probably heard it mentioned here and there. But the truth is, there is really no defined way of telling what porn or pornography addiction is. Most of the people that I met in recovery, including myself, would tell you that what we call porn addiction is an obsessive, compulsive way of looking at pornography. Meaning for us in our lives, we got to the point where we had no control over our pornography use. Meaning we would tell to ourselves, I am not going to watch pornography today, or something like, you know what, I'll just log in for 5 minutes, check it out. And it would turn out for us to go on for hours. We would skip, we will stay up all night, or we will skip the important meeting, or we'll engage in activities that we knew were risky to get caught by our employers, or by our spouses, or by our children. So that's what we call pornography addiction. Now, in the scientific community, there is a huge debate about it. Some people are saying that there's no such thing as pornography addiction because it's not a substance, you cannot get addicted to it. Other people are saying, well, it is addicting because it's ruining life and people are helpless and the people don't want to watch it, but they cannot stop. I tend to lean towards the second approach, and for me, pornography addiction is a addiction to certain behavior. And the reason I think I know I got addicted to pornography is because I started watching it when I was very young, and I was very intrigued by it. And at the time, I was going through difficult times in my family, and it was the only safe place where I knew to go to. So my developing brain really learned to turn to it as a source of comfort. And the more I watched it, the more I liked it. And what I noticed for myself is I started getting used to the intensity of pornography, meaning I could never get enough of it. At first I started watching Playboys, and then I started watching hardcore pornography, and then I started watching like torture and all kind of perversions and stuff like that, just to get, I was always keep looking for something special, one more hit, one more, if I'll just find it, I could never find it, and I just kept looking, and eventually I would just tire myself off, and I'll go, I'll finish for the day, but I felt like I would return to normal. I wouldn't care about it for a while, and then this urge to watch will return, and it kept coming back. It got so strong, and I would swear, when it started getting so bad, I didn't want to do it anymore, and it was starting to cause me a serious problem. I would swear I will never do it again. That today is the last time, I swear. And then a week or two later, I'll just find myself going back compulsively to the internet, staying up all night. It was very out of control for me, and that is what I, as a porn addict, call porn addiction. So there are many different opinions there, but if you have experienced something similar to the experience that I described, you might want to look into getting some additional help in regards to porn addiction. And if you don't relate to what I shared at all, chances are you're fine. You have nothing to worry about. So that's what I think pornography addiction is. And if you'd like to learn more about my personal story and my recovery and what worked for me and how I was able to break away from this compulsive cycle and kind of get my life back, you can do that by visiting my blog at feedtherightwolf.org.